Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my Christmas Eve get ready with me, except this is not going to be a sped up video. It's going to be just a regular, not a talk through, but a voiceover, and I'm going to go into detail how I did every little step and a little hint on how you can get past buying $20 MAC pigments and just using regular store-bought glitter. Basically what happened was I wanted a gold pigment, but the closest MAC to me is like an hour away, and I was not about to drive that far, so close to Christmas, to the mall. So I went to my local Hobby Lobby, and they actually had a full set of mini glitter tubes. Let me see if I can show this to you guys without it falling all over the place, because that would be just my luck. Okay, this is what it looks like. I actually have two of the glitters out here because I couldn't decide if I wanted to do more of a red toned coppery color or a gold tone. So I did go with the gold, obviously. But these are very fine glitters. They're not like the choppy glitters. They were $8.99 for all this. And it is the exact same thing as MAC. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's the exact same thing. To get the pigment to actually stick to my eyelid, instead of going out and spending $20 on Too Faced glitter glue, I just went to CVS and got a $6 huge bottle of pure glycerin. Glycerin is actually what is put into MAC Fix Plus to make your stuff stick. So I kind of figured, well, glycerin's put in MAC Fix Plus, maybe I can just use that to make my pigments stick. And basically, all I did was just put it into a bowl, mix the glitters in with it, and then just took a flat brush and just patted it on my eye. It's pretty simple. And I'm telling you guys this now because while I was putting on the pigment, I realized that my camera was not filming. So you'll probably see me slightly aggravated during that part, but I did go back and show you guys how I basically did it. It's kind of bass-ackwards, so what you gonna do? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Bye guys.
Hello and welcome to my bare face. Today we're going to start off with the skin, and we're going to be using Milani Conceal and Correct foundation. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't like this foundation, but by the time I had finished blending everything out, it was a little too late to turn back. So I'm going to be using my Real Techniques buffing brush and just trying to blend everything out. It smelled really good. I had high hopes for it, but I don't know. It just did not cooperate with my skin, and I didn't feel like it covered very well. It just looked very, very splotchy. I don't know. But I ended up blending it out with the buffer brush, and finally I gave in and started using the Beauty Blender thinking I was going to get a different result. Nope, I didn't. But like I said, it was already too late, so I just kept on blending and we just rolled with it. Moving on to concealer, or as I like to call it, my war paint. I'm using the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. I really, really like this concealer. It's not as full coverage as I would like, but it does blend out really, really well. It does remind me a lot of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. It has about the same consistency, about the same coverage. So if you guys really do enjoy using that concealer, this is an awesome dupe for that. Once I get everything in place, putting the upside down triangle underneath my eyes, right down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and I also applied a little bit to my eyelids to go ahead and prime them. I'm going to just blend everything out with a damp beauty blender. This is by far my favorite way to blend out concealers. I really feel like it helps blend everything out more flawlessly, and it helps, pick up the excess product so you don't end up having cake face. After blending out all that concealer, I just didn't think I had enough. So I went in with, once again, Maybelline. What is this? The Dark Circle Corrector? One of those. I used that and just did the exact same thing because I want my war paint to be fierce. This concealer is a little bit lighter than the Maybelline Better Skin, so I kind of like to use it as more of a highlight just to even out the contour, the highlight, and everything else that's going around in the face. To set everything, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Concealer Palette, and I don't know what the heck happened here, but my camera made me go ghost. So just, bear with it. It'll calm down in a minute. I guess it's trying to tell me I'm too white. I already know it. But I just set everything with the banana shade, and, if things were going the way I had wanted, you'd be able to see that. Moving on to the Morphe Contour Palette. I believe this is the light shaded one. I'm going to use the lightest bronzer because these are really, really pigmented. Oh look, my camera decided to not make me ghostly anymore. I guess because I'm adding color to my face. Anyways, the contour shades themselves are extremely pigmented, so you want to just lightly tap them and then tap off the excess. I'm being very serious when I say this because it will literally leave the biggest splotchy mess on your face if you think you can go ham with it. After bronzing up the face, I'm going to take a small angled brush and just contour out the nose using that exact same brown shade. I don't use any of the darker shades in the palette because they are so extremely pigmented that it can end up looking like mud on the face. Depending on what your skin tone is, those shades will work for you, but since I'm very, very pale, I'm not even going to try. I'm also going to add a little bit right under the lip. You know the drill, my lips are small, and it adds a little bit of a pout. I'm then going to go in with the Airspun Finish Powder. I feel really silly because I saw Casey Holmes suggest this, and she said don't get the fragrance one because it's very, very powerful when it comes to the smell. And I didn't look at the label, and yes, she was telling the truth. The scent is real, like it's very real. So I didn't leave it on my face for too long. I went on ahead and rubbed it out after I baked for about 15 seconds. And then I went into the Morphe blush palette. I promise you this video is not sponsored by Morphe. I don't even think they know I exist. But I'm going to use these two shades. I wish these had names to them, but they don't. But they're two of the lightest shades, and I'm just going to put those right on the cheekbones and a little bit onto the temples. Be careful, these are very pigmented too, and you might end up painting on some sunburn. For highlight, I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. What else is new? This is my new favorite obsession. And I'm just going to lightly put that right on top of the cheekbones just so I can have a little bam. After you get that contour on fleek, it's time for the eyes. I went on ahead and did my eyebrows off camera because those aren't very interesting. To start off, I'm going to use a big fluffy brush and go in with Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. I think that's right. Yeah, Peach Smoothie. I'm just going to put that right in the crease and just start blending it out. Next, I'm also going to go in the crease with that same fluffy brush and Makeup Beats Creme Brulee. It's a little bit darker than Peach Smoothie, but it adds for a great transition. Just going to put that right in the crease and start blending that in on top of the Peach Smoothie. Once you finish that, it's time to go in with the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette, the Naked Basics 1. I did go ahead and put some tape on my eyelids. What you want to do first is make sure you put this on the back of your hand and get a lot of the stickiness off. It's actually going to really pull at your eye if you don't do this and probably mess up your makeup. For this part, I just took a more denser brush and I went in with the black and the brown shade from the palette and just started doing the outer V and blending inward. The great thing about using tape is you can be as messy as you want, but it's still going to give you that really defined line, which I don't know if I really liked it on me though. It's just my eyes are so hooded that it's really hard for me to do winged liner, so I figured I'd give this a shot. And I guess it was just a little bit too new for me. So I guess I'm going to have to give it another go though. So I just kept blending those two shades together and I realized that it was just a little bit too dark. So I just went in with the brown and started using that shade only. Once you've done that, go in with another fluffy brush of any kind. Just make sure there's no product on it. And start blending everything out. There's going to be a few harsh lines in there, so just use that to buff everything out so that you have a nice, smooth outcome. So here's the part that really annoyed me. Yes, look how annoyed I am. I started doing this, and I got all the glitter on my eyes and realized I wasn't even filming. So take your glycerin, put about 2 or 3 drops in a bowl, and then pour your glitter in just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. And then use your flat brush, whatever, yeah, I usually use a synthetic brush, or you can use your finger, whichever one works for you, and just start patting it on the eyelid. Usually I would tell people not to go above the crease, but since my eyes are so hooded, if I don't go above the crease, then you really can't even see anything. After that, go ahead and highlight that brow bone and the inner corner of the eyelid just to add a little bit of pop. You don't want too much because there is a whole lot of glitter on your eyelid already. And then after that, we're just going to take a black eyeliner. This one I'm using right now is from Ardency Inn. Jaclyn Hill recommends it all the time, so I had to go get it. But I cut out a lot of it because it's not pretty when I do my eyelids like that. I'm then going to add a lot of mascara because I decided not to do fake lashes this time, and this mascara really impressed me. I'll have a link down below to what it is. I know it's the Maybelline Sensational something or another, but I can't remember the full name of it, so I'll have it down below for you. For the lips, I'm going to slightly overline my lips, since I've been told they're rather small, with MAC Whirl, and then I'm going to go in with Fergie Daily Wet n Wild lipstick. This is by far my favorite nude lipstick, and it is only a few dollars from the drugstore. After that, go ahead and get whatever lip gloss you want. You don't even have to wear lip gloss. You could even pair this with a red lip. Just go ahead and put that on, and then you are finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
At the VMA Awards when Jennifer Lopez danced and then Anaconda came on and the straight shade. I think even not. Oh god. It's about to get out there. Yeah, I'm a dork, I know. I like hairspray. Yes. Oh, this is why I'm single. Oh, great. Looks like I got a smudge.